Damn, dog.
Another dub for the books, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Not bad, not bad,
All right.
not bad.
Looney Tunes racing.
I guess we can get to the last topic before we answer these questions. And it's a Yoku's topic, actually. I'm gonna let him lead that. Go ahead, play boy.
I'm tired of. I'm just playing. Anyway, so. All right, I just don't like it. I guess I'm gonna start with that. I don't like, and I don't even know how to explain it. I don't have a word for it. I don't like fostered growth. I think there's a better way to say it. I think I finally figured out how to say it the way I want to. I don't like fostered growth. And what I'm referring to, for those that are listening, content creation, Twitch, YouTube, even podcasting, whatever. Anything that pertains to a matter of growing. And not even looking at it from just like a smaller perspective, but you got so many people out there who complain on the daily. We were just talking about it in the last podcast when it came to the Nappy coming back situation, and how we had certain folks saying that other content creators deserve what Nappy has earned or whatever, based on viewership and subs and support and community and blah, 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 blah. And all of that can just be given away. You know, if Nappy had I don't know, what would you call a mini Nappy? Nappy Jr.? If Nappy had a Nappy Jr. on the platform out of nowhere, he could just give the entire Nappy Nation to him. No questions about it whatsoever. And that person is now making money. That person is now like living large, just bank. And I'm not a fan. I think there's a huge difference between natural growth, natural collaboration, natural, I don't even want to use the word hard work, just natural methods of going about it, compared to just having something given to you. And it really gets under my skin. I don't like it. I don't know. But I wanted to bring that up because I want to hear the both of y'all's opinion on that, on how you feel about natural growth versus something that's kind of just given to you.
You want to go first, Mikey, or you want me to? I can go my rants if you want.
No, because I know you're gonna go for a whole 3 hours. So let me get my little 2-minute rant out the way.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
I like to talk. Leave me alone, bro. It's a podcast.
Afro was right.
You're just like, you're exactly the same.
Yo, it doesn't matter.
It's all good. So, I know how to articulate myself. It's fine.
All right. So when we're talking about fostered growth, you have to, first of all, look at the person that it's being bestowed upon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to look at the person who's giving out the clout, I would say. Honestly, it depends on where it comes from, because, say for instance, a makeup channel shouts out a video game channel.
That's not gonna do so much.
What's a video game channel gonna do with makeup channel subs?
Well, so that's a little bit different, right? Because I would imagine, so in that particular situation, I would imagine hypothetically the makeup channel is they just like video games, and they're like, yo, this person does really cool shit, I like them, you should go check them out. Because a lot of times that happens. There's so many content creators that are on platform that not, ironically or coincidentally is the word, nonchalantly, they just do it naturally. They shout out somebody because they just happen to be a fan of their content. I think that's a little bit different than like okay, like for instance, right, like your daughter, let's say she starts up a YouTube channel or whatever, and you give her all your, did you play Dragon Ball Legends or wasn't it? It was Fusions. You just gave all your Fusion shit. So everything that you, and let's just say you kept doing content creation like up to this point. So you are the Fusion YouTuber, and you just straight up, you give everything to her, you know? And so now she's put into a situation where she has to play Fusions, or maybe she doesn't have to play Fusions. Maybe she likes it, you know, whatever. Point being that you just give her Fusions. Everybody from your community is now in her community, and now y'all are just there together.
Well, the thing is, you have to think about, these are people, you know what I'm saying? They have particular tastes. They have particular things that they like about me. Now, if they were to go to her channel just off the strength of my recommendation, that's fine. But ultimately, it's their decision to stay. So now, whether they stay or not, that is the question that we should be asking ourselves. So with this fostered growth, whether she can keep them or not, that's totally on her. So if, say for instance, I do that and she gets, say, I don't know, 5,000 subscribers, but the number doesn't mean anything if the views aren't there.
Yeah.
Because I currently have a 16,000 channel with 100 views per day. I mean, I haven't uploaded. I'm not doing anything with it right now. But that's my analogy. So it just depends on if she keeps on going, and if she can earn those subs to match that number. If she can earn the viewership to match the number, that's what we need to talk about, really. So if somebody has, like I say, the Nappy, if for all intents and purposes, the Nappy sent over the Nappy Nation to my channel, would I be able to keep those subs? Would I be able to keep that view count entertained? And I think that's the difference between grinding on your own and getting your own personal fan base and your personal, subscribers, versus having a raid sent to your channel. You have to keep those people who are sent to your channel. So now the organic growth, for where you just grind in and people just organically come to your channel and they stick around and they have conversations and all that kind of stuff. And that's where you want to put most of your attention to, So let's take Twitch, for example. You get a raid. 9 times out of 10, you're going to see a big ass spike of viewers, and then all them motherfuckers are going to leave.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of the beast. That's the quickest route. That's the quickest analogy I could think of for this type of situation. So if you don't hold their attention right away, they're going to go. But with YouTube, that number just stays because, they subscribe, they watch content for a little bit, they find out that, this isn't, for me, but for whatever reason, people don't like hitting that unsubscribe button. So with that being said, it's not about numbers. It's never been about numbers. It has always been about what you bring to the table and how you can keep your viewers engaged. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. I respect it. I agree. I don't disagree. Before Nick starts, though, I do want to clarify, not against raids and raids of the sort, but I understand, like with your analogy, I understand what you were talking about specifically. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the quickest instance of bolstered or fostered viewers or audience, I should say. Sometimes it just works out like that, and sometimes you may have that charismatic, spirit to keep them and hold on to them. But 9 times out of 10, the average, guy who comes on here usually just has 12 viewers, and he's just doing it for the fun of it, doing it for the hell of it. He gets a big ass raid out of nowhere, and the only thing he does is just look up. Oh, got like 500 people in here. Hey, everybody. And then he continues to do what he does, and he doesn't keep up. I guess he doesn't do anything to try to hold on to these people.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, I mean, easy come, easy go. That's the way I look at it. All right, okay. You got it, Nick. Okay.
Everybody text their significant others and loved ones. You ain't going.
Well, to be honest, I'm gonna keep this relatively short. Obviously, to be petty, the Nappy Nation ain't shit. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
Oh my gosh!
I want to add that. I want to add that first.
You had to say something about it.
Well, no, because it actually, Mikey's point is actually, very, 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 very true when it comes to what good is, and this is a perfect example. I can only use Nappy as an example of fostering growth or giving out fostered growth
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Nappy Nation, they love Nappy for how loud and boisterous he was, and how energetic and how charismatic he was, right? And let's say, for instance, like me and Nexus are probably the most laid back niggas on the planet, right? We just say a lot of goofy shit and that be it. But we're just relaxed. We don't get loud in our videos. We don't do any of this, do this. You know what I'm saying? So whenever we do collab or whatever, and whenever, you know, he would be the personality that outshines us more because we would be mostly, you know what I'm saying, laid back and chilling shit. He'd be loud as hell. So it'd be like, why would these subscribers who are from this different channel than yours stick around? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we look back at the comment section from the Nappy video, actually, after this podcast is done. They all said, hey, we tried watching y'all content. Y'all content was just ass to us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wait a minute, that makes a lot of sense now, right? Because now it's like, okay, Nappy, like I said, who's this boisterous person, who is this loud, eccentric, who likes to be all in your face and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give my energetic ass subscriber, my fan base, to you, a chill ass dude. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to see it as like, oh, this guy's not entertaining. He can't keep me like he can. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there will be those people that do stick around that maybe do like the chill shit. I've seen a lot of people say, hey, I will subscribe to him, but I just can't help being yelled at. You know, I'm good. I grew out of it. I'm over here to you now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's pretty much like book example of how I ended up finding you in the first place. Like Nappy was blowing up with some shit, did whatever, collabed with you in Nexus, or rather collabed with you, found you. I was like, all right, cool. He doesn't yell at me like a nigga. I'm gonna listen to him. Then you collab with Nexus, like, oh, Nexus like dirty shit too.
Another, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like I think that's why me and Nexus work so well, because we're both chill ass individuals who just say stupid shit.
Yeah.
So we work together. That's why Shady and Nappy's dynamic were so good, because they're originally both loud and charismatic. But the moment you start mixing both of them together, one of them is gonna not stick around.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, and to be honest, like most of my subscribers aren't even Nappy Nation niggas. I say like a good, I say like a good like 25, 30%. I say like a good 25, 30% of my fan base are like Nappy Nation niggas. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. My most popular videos, you gotta like scroll down to even find Nappy. Keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? And me and him only ever did like 2 or 3 collaborations that aren't Lumio Station in the UCL. You know? But that's the thing though. I remember talking to Nappy a while ago, and one thing I did tell him was the reason why I don't want to do a lot of collabs with you is because, one, I feel like I don't deserve it, because as I'm growing my channel and how he has his shit already established, they just wouldn't interact.
That a lot.
Yeah, they don't interact a lot. They don't interact at all, actually. And 2, because I don't want to be known for you, right?
Yeah.
And however, whatever people know me for is whatever people know me for, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I know for me personally, and I remember from having those conversations with him, that I did not want to be known for him, which was why I decided to experiment with other content. Like, go to my most popular videos, right? They're all tutorial videos. They're all experimental videos that not everybody in our circle would make. You see what I'm saying? Because I wanted to have my own shit. I was experimenting with other shit because it was so easy to have a Nappy collaboration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I really wanted to, fuck it. Nappy, let's do a co-op every 3 times every year. You know? No. I only have 2 co-ops with Nappy on my channel. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I feel you.
So that's my thing. Like, my thing is like, it's up to you to keep the people that whoever these people get, because a shout out is a shout out. You know, you can't help a motherfucker shouting you out at all. You know, like if somebody feels that the kindness in their heart, if they're gonna shout you out, they're gonna try to put you on. That just is what it is. But can you keep that shit is the question. And even then, even if they don't follow, even if they do subscribe and they don't watch you anymore, you know, I wouldn't even fault yourself. And a lot of people like to beat themselves over that. You know. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Charges to the game. If people aren't fucking with you, that's fine. Take people that do and rock with it yourself. Fuck them. You know, I unfortunately, and this is gonna suck to say this live on a podcast, but this needs to be said. Unfortunately, I have a lot of Pokemon only people, you know, that are subscribed to me, right?
Yeah.
I have uploaded Pokemon, anything Solar related since Sword and Shield, and before that, since Empyrean back in the spring.
Yeah.
Those Pokemon only subscribers will have to be dead and get replaced. You know?
Yeah.
That's the thing about Pokemon. Pokemon, unless you're sticking to only Pokemon, you're not gonna have that much of a good time branching out to other shit. I'm sorry, you're just not. But I will always have a base in Pokemon, so whenever something new comes out, I will come back and return to the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
And
can dip your toes.
and it'll always do good. But though I'm gonna be uploading whatever I want for the rest of my life now, and those people who are subscribed to me for only Pokemon and only collaborations with Nexus and Supra, they're gonna have to get replaced. They're going to have to, because if they're gonna be only active when those subscribers or when those people are involved or when that franchise is touched on, I'm going to have to try to optimize my videos, try to extend my reach to other communities so those people who are there for only one thing can get replaced by people who are there for everything.
Yeah.
It becomes less about the fostered growth and more about the creator it's given to. Like Mikey said, look who's giving it, look who's getting it.
Yeah.
And the perfect example, look at Nappy and look at me. Totally different avenues, really. And the fact that the thing about it is, you will always have people saying your content is ass. You will always have people saying your content is good. The thing about it is, and this is the 101 YouTube 101 advice, don't listen to neither of them. Make content.
God damn it.
And that's how I feel in this situation. Like, organic growth, it can happen, but it's so rare to happen.
Yeah.
Fostered growth is more common, but it's more rare to keep it and snowball it.
Yeah.
Okay. That I guess that puts it in a different perspective too. It's not like I didn't know that, but it definitely puts it in their perspective in terms of like not understanding it, evaluating it, and then looking at it, you know, from the end game or the mid game instead of just like the abrupt.
But to be honest, the moment you get a shout out is early game.
Oh shit.
Let's keep it a bean. Like, I started YouTube when I was 16 years old, right? I was making Chugga Conroy like videos for the first 2 years I ever made YouTube videos, right? I met Nappy, right? And all of our group of friends. I started creating other type of content than I did from Chugga Conroy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at now. I don't make content the same way I used to. You know? And now I'm taking whatever subs I grew off with Nappy and with Pokemon, and I'm branching out to a whole other demographic. I'm 23. Most YouTubers don't get big till they're like 27, 28. Unless they get really fucking lucky. You know? So it's like, you come on. Like, if anything, I'm in a great position. Take those dead subs, fuck them, you know, and just take the ones that are active and build off that. That's a foundation.
Hey, y'all see that silver play button in the back of his camera right now?
That's a sacred fire, Negro. It's in the past.
Okay.
Hey, when that sacred almighty one come out when I hit a mill, don't say nothing to me at all.
All right.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like my thing is like, it's what you do with that boost that determines how you will last in something in a creative space.
Yeah.
Because the boost is just the beginning. You know, now it's time to snowball the boost. Now it's time to keep it. Now it's time to take it and do your own thing with it. Now it's time to expand and reinvent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it matters, but at the same time, shit, nowadays it's hard for organic growth to happen unless you're doing something trendy.
Yep.
Like popping
So-
cheeks on the camera.
The best thing to do is, I really look old with this toothpick in my mouth, but
Nigga,
the best thing to
outlaw.
do is actually have a plan. Have a plan to, upload this specific type of content when you do get that shout out, when you do get that boost. Because when you get that boost, it's going to be unexpected. So why don't you just expect it? And then, like Nick said, like learn off of it, like shape it and try to snowball it. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be caught with your pants down.
My
And
biggest
you're sitting
advice.
there wondering what's next for me.
My biggest advice is keep your head down and just make content.
Okay.
Stop looking for validity. Like stop looking for like I said, you'll have people that say they enjoy your content. You have people that say your content is shit. Ignore them both.
And just make content.
And just make content. Make the shit that you want to make. The right people will come to you, whether it's friends, an audience, following, all that shit. Make what you want to make how you want to make it. And you will 100%, if not succeed, you will at least,
satisfied.
you will, yeah, exactly. You will at least feel some type of freedom, satisfaction in what you're doing.